I'm currently 6 weeks out from my first half Ironman. If you don't know what that is, it's a 1.9 kilometer swim, straight into a 90 kilometer ride, followed by a 21 kilometer run. I've been training for a couple months now, but today will be my biggest training day yet, and the first time I train all 3 of those in one day. Just arrived at the pool for the first session of today. Gonna do a 1.5 kilometer swim. Shouldn't take much more than 30 minutes. This will be the easiest bit for today, for sure. Just finished the swim. It was pretty busy in there. I was planning on filming, but just too busy today. Got the 1.5 A's done in pretty good time. Just head home now, refuel, and then get ready for the ride. Now that the swim's done, time to move on to the bike. Looking at about 60 Ks today. Definitely going to be the biggest portion of today's training. Just over 10 Ks in now. Going to be on this bush trail for the whole ride, and it's a pretty quiet day. Just stopped in a nearby small town. Got some high quality nutrition to refuel with. A lot of bush track now, non-stop, and then I'll stop in another town for lunch. Just over 1 hour in and just over 20 Ks in, which adds up to a pretty slow pace, but that's pretty standard for me. I think most people probably train far longer than this for an Ironman, maybe a couple years, whereas I only started a couple months ago. So I think the average time is something like 6.5 hours, but I'm setting the goal of just qualifying, which is 8.5 hours, I think. It's pretty slow time, but with the amount of time I've had for training, I think it's a realistic goal. Just over 40 Ks in now. I've stopped for lunch and be turning around pretty soon to finish the rest of the ride. Got about 20 Ks left. Weather's getting pretty full on now. Getting tossed around on my bike a bit, but not much left on the ride. Ride's finished now. I was a bit over 3 hours, which is a decent time for me. But now things turn downhill because my running is pretty shit. Most of my runs recently have been 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers before something gives out, and my legs are already pretty cooked from the ride. So I'm gonna set myself 5 Ks, and I'll seriously be happy if I can manage that. It's still pouring down and all of my clothes are fully soaked. I think I'm probably about 3 kilos heavier just with some water. Started off way too fast. Was out of breath after a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna have to slow things down if I want to keep the running constant. Only a kilometer in, but I can feel that meat pie coming up. Stitches are in full force right now. I'm hoping if I just keep going they'll fizzle away, but I'm looking at a pretty shit time here. 2 kilometers in now. The stitches are only worse. I think I'm gonna cut it short. Do 3 kilometers. Fucking hate running. Just finished the run after bailing out at 3Ks. I've got 6 weeks for the running to catch up to the swimming and riding, but I really need to pick things up if I want any chance of qualifying at this. Still working out what kind of videos I want to make, so let me know in the comments what you thought.